Come with me on a walk with my spicy, over-enthusiastic Preza Canario Akita mix. We're just getting back into training after being off for several months, so let's see how this goes. I'm loaded up on 2 different types of treats, and the first thing I'm going to do straight out the door is just scatter some treats in the grass for her to sniff. This helps us get a calmer start to the walk because she's not immediately go, 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 go. She's taking a minute to sniff and calm down. After a minute of that, we're going to start walking, and I'm going to start with a really high rate of reinforcement, which means there's not a lot of time in between treats. I do this because Maisie has a tendency to really forge ahead, especially lunge ahead, because she's so excited to walk, and I would like my arm attached to my body. And this is something that we adjust walk to walk. Some walks she doesn't need as much. You can see after a moment where she is forging ahead, I start to feed her treats a little bit more quickly, and that helps her stay closer to my side. I'm choosing to walk her on a wide flat collar. My preference would be the back clip of her harness, but my muscles are really weak after a long year of cancer treatment, and she's just a little strong for me. So I'm going to walk her on a collar, but I choose a wide one so it has a wide surface area and it's not as likely to cause any throat damage. But of course, I'm not relying on the tools to teach her anything. My goal is to have a loose lead as much as I possibly can and use the actual training to teach what I want from her. And you can see that she's starting to forge ahead again after getting each treat. So this is information for me that I need to adjust my training. So I take this moment to stop, reinforce the position that I want her to be in, and then we start walking together again, and I'm going to up my rate of reinforcement. There's only a couple minutes of this walking before we reach the field where she can have a little bit more freedom to move her body, sniff, explore, be a dog, and really meet her needs. I swap her to an extendable lead here, and this is where, yes, I will use the back clip of her harness, because if she hits the end of that really hard, I don't want her to be attached by her neck. This is a route where I'm not really anticipating seeing a lot of people or dogs, so I feel pretty comfortable having her on the extendable lead. I don't want to have her fully off lead because she is out of practice, but we are going to spend time rewarding her for engaging, practicing her recall, practicing her coming back, and other off-lead skills. Especially as we approach this part of the field, there tend to be a lot of rabbit warrens up here, and she knows that, and she tends to get very excited about it, so we're practicing a lot of engagement, a lot of recall, and I will give her her cue as she starts to turn off towards the rabbit warrens. I'm going to say this way, which is our cue to move on and not go that way. Maisie has a really high prey drive, so we spend some time letting her practice watching prey without chasing. So she sees some ducks here that she's really interested in. After letting her watch for a minute, I tell her, let's go, so let's move on. And she does because she's a very good girl. We still haven't really seen anyone on this walk, so we're going to walk over and across this bridge and back the way we came. We do a little bit of training on our way back, so we'll do pause up on certain surfaces, we'll practice passing people if we see anyone, and we'll work on a little bit of stay. So if we're on a hike and I need to check out a blind corner, I can put my dogs into a stay, check it out, and then release them to come with me. This side of the bridge actually goes back through town, so we're going to take a little detour, walk through town, do a little bit more training before we start heading back. So here we're working on Maisie's settling skills, and we're also working on her feelings about other dogs. She has big feelings about other dogs. She gets really excited and a little bit nervous and suspicious when she sees dogs. So we're just practicing her skills around that. I'll do a lot of find it, a lot of pattern games like look at that to help her navigate those big feelings, and then we start heading back home. And at this point, I have run out of treats, and you can see that her training just goes totally out the window. She's a complete menace to society. Except not really, because that's not how learning and behavior works. But that's our walk today. I think she did really well. I hope you enjoyed it, and join us for the next one.